Are you retired? You're not retired? What's going on?
Oh, I'm still active. I'm active, yeah, training. I do training.
Is he gonna fight again? Is he gonna do an exhibition? He wants to, yeah.
You don't want an exhibition. You want to fight a real guy.
Oh, a real fight.
Has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money.
Boxing icon Manny Pacquiao has officially confirmed his return to the ring at age 46, announcing a bout against rising star Mario Barrios. Speaking with the same confidence that defined his legendary career, Pacquiao insisted that age is just a number and vowed to prove he still belongs among boxing's elite. This fight is not just a comeback, it's a statement that the fire within him still burns. As the only A-division world champion, Pacquiao's return has sparked excitement among fans worldwide, with many anticipating what could be one of the most talked about matches of the year.
In a world title fight against the WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. Date yet to be confirmed, venue yet to be confirmed, but it looks like it will be in July and in Las Vegas. Yeah, massive news announced yesterday by the WBC president, and you know, it was so out of left field. You know, Pacquiao hasn't fought professionally since 2021. That was 4 years ago. He was 41 at the time. And of course, he lost to Yordenis Ugas, the very, very tricky Cuban fighter. Convincingly lost to Yordenis Ugas. And in that fight, 4 years ago, as I say,
Pacquiao's comeback follows a brief retirement after his 2021 loss to Yordenis Ugas. At the time, he shifted focus to politics, even running for president in the Philippines. Although his campaign was unsuccessful, many believe Pacquiao's boxing story wasn't finished. With over 60 victories and a career spanning more than 2 decades, his name remains synonymous with speed, power, and tenacity. His opponent, 29-year-old Mario Barrios, represents a new era in the sport. Known for his skill and resilience, Barrios has earned wins over fighters like Giovanni Santiago and held his own against Gervonta Tank Davis. He acknowledges Pacquiao's greatness but made it clear, "This is my era now. I'm not entering the ring to admire him. I'm stepping in to win." The fight, set in Las Vegas, is generating huge buzz and expected to pull strong pay-per-view numbers, helping to reignite interest in the welterweight division.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. And why is Mario Barrios agreeing to this? Unless there is some astronomically large amount of money being given out for this fight makes no sense for either party. And I'm sick of having this welterweight division held up by dumb stuff like this. We don't want this fight. It makes absolutely no sense. And all it does is hold up the welterweight division a little bit longer.
Barrios has expressed enthusiasm about potentially facing Pacquiao, calling it a dream come true. Manny is a future Hall of Famer, a legend, someone I looked up to, he said. Meanwhile, Pacquiao is reportedly training intensely, sparring with younger fighters and displaying flashes of his trademark speed and agility. His longtime trainer, Freddie Roach, remains confident, praising Pacquiao's unmatched work ethic and dedication, while many see this as a comeback tale. Pacquiao insists it's about passion and legacy, not money. "People think I have nothing left to prove," he said, "but I want to do this one more time for myself, for my fans, and for my country." For Barrios, the fight is a career-defining opportunity that could launch him into the global spotlight. While some critics question Pacquiao's age, others warn against underestimating his experience and ring intelligence.
What's the next fight you're working?
You're going working now.
Where? Oh, you're going to New York?
No.
I'm saying, you know, I know someone, he's one of the main coaches here, and they said, "Why is Roberts Gardner a coach?" They thought he was the guy.
Say again?
No, I'm serious. Someone thought that you were the Gardner guy.
Fuck no.
Blas?
Yeah, no, someone seriously, one of the boxing reporters. No, Blas. I said no, he's not. Yeah, of course, he's a legend. Where is he?
What is that?
The firefighter.
They thought I was
Because they saw the video and they got confused. Oh, Mikey's here.
I know.
Who's the guy with Mikey?
I don't know.
Who's the guy with Mikey? Okay, really quick. Manny Pacquiao. It looks like he's by Barrios, July 19. Who wins?
Thank you.
Pacquiao? Why? What do you think?
He says Barrios.
You think Barrios? Are you joking or are you serious?
Pacquiao's like 50.
He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
No, he's not. I think Barrios.
You said Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao.
I think so.
Experience is a weapon, said boxing analyst Max Kellerman, reflecting on Pacquiao's ability to adapt to any fighting style. Though Barrios may be younger and stronger, Pacquiao's legendary status makes him a dangerous opponent. The stakes are high for both fighters. A win for Pacquiao could spark one final title run. While Barrios could cement his place in the sport's upper tier, the promotion has been intense, featuring interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and social media updates from both camps. The hashtag PACQUIO Barrios has trended on platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram. The undercard features a mix of promising newcomers and seasoned veterans, and tributes to Pacquiao's career will be part of the night. There's also growing speculation this could be Pacquiao's farewell bout, adding emotional weight to the event.
So basically, your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so,
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
And that's Crimea River, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserve a Canelo fight.
Despite the excitement, concerns about Pacquiao's age and physical condition persist. At 46, he's among the oldest elite boxers to compete at this level. While he's passed all required medicals, experts note that reflexes and recovery decline with age. Nevertheless, those close to him insist he's in top shape. Former champion Amir Khan shared mixed feelings, praising Pacquiao's legacy, but warning about the risks of fighting at this age. Boxing is a young man's sport, Khan said. At 46, your reflexes and recovery just aren't the same. I'd hate to see someone like Manny get hurt. He added that training clips don't always reflect what happens over 12 rounds with a hungry opponent like Barrios.
And Manny got in touch with me as well. Manny was like, shall we do a fight? Shall we, like, he's quite serious about it. He was like, shall we make a fight happen? I go, listen, if you can get a funder, if you can get someone like a Turkey Yellow Sheikh on board, then why not?
There's no, I mean, that must be able to be made. That, I mean, surely
you do that for the right money, right?
Massive. Look, we've had our best days, and I think a fight like that would definitely sell. I mean, Manny having a massive Philippine fan base and all around the world, really, and then obviously myself, I've got a decent fan base as well, so I think it will definitely sell. And people would like to see, when people make comebacks, I mean, people always like to see them, see how the fight's going to be. And me and Manny are probably in the same position. We'd be both being retired for like 3-4 years. I think it will make a good fight.
And you're only 38 as well, I mean, so we've seen boxers older than that getting back into the ring. I mean, you're still at a good age where you certainly could box again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at George Foreman, the late George Foreman. He was a great champion, and he came back. I think he must have been in his late 40s when he come back and won a world title as well. So look, in boxing, it's always that one punch. And at the same time, though, guys, is that I look back and think, do I need to get back in the ring again? You know, we've always been prize fighters. I've always taken punches to the head. It could just be that one punch that hurts you, and God forbid you get hurt and you can't spend good quality time with your family.
Khan also reflected on a missed opportunity to fight Pacquiao in what could have been a blockbuster match. According to him, financial issues and broken promises from investors, especially regarding a proposed bout in the UE, derailed the fight. It didn't happen because Bob Arum said the money wasn't secured, Khan explained. Despite this, he's still open to facing Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather under the right circumstances. However, Khan made it clear that he's mostly retired and would only return for a major fight. I'm 90% done with boxing, he said. I don't have the love for it anymore unless it's for something big.
There's been talks about it for a long time that, yeah, he wants to fight again. But I don't know, there's nothing really that materialized from it, you know what I mean? As long as if we can get like a Turkey or a Sheikh or someone to put the money down and said, and persuade Manny to do this, then yeah, it'll happen. But other than that, I don't think it'll happen.
You've been talking. I know you've always
we know each other. Well, we spoke about it, but it's about the investment. If someone's willing to put the investment down, and we've not really got anyone.
WBC President Mauricio Suleiman has confirmed that Pacquiao will face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios in July 2025. This marks Pacquiao's return nearly 4 years after his last fight, a loss to Yordenis Ugas in August 2021. Now cleared by the Nevada State Athletic Commission and allowed to compete under WBC rules. For returning champions, Pacquiao is eligible to fight for the title. However, the official announcement is pending until after Pacquiao concludes his Senate campaign in the Philippines on May 12th.
As of now, Mario Barrios is the WBC champion. So who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. It was released, PBC. Manny Pacquiao first title was the flyweight WBC, and he wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
He's an interesting guy, man, because he's so friendly.
Right.
You know, like even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then he gets in that ring. different dude. Right. Once he steps through that roast, like this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
Like Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff like that, and he just
don't say that. Yeah,
and got crucified.
Yeah, but he's super
I wish you the best
too.
Good luck in that fight.
Good luck in the fight. I already said he's got these T-Rex arms. Everybody's talking about how fast he is. Manny Pacquiao, T-Rex arm. Pop, pop, pop.
Pacquiao. Oh, and let me tell you, that was just a quick punch. Pacquiao again, the aggression. Now there is punch by Manny Pacquiao.
Reports suggest that Premier Boxing Champions and TGB Promotions have reserved the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for July 19th, making it the likely date and venue. Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, believes the fight is evenly matched but winnable. He described Barrios as the ideal opponent, saying his style complements Pacquiao's strengths. The WBC is also supporting the matchup, reflecting their recognition of Pacquiao's lasting appeal and competitive drive.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on the 28th in Japan. So, you don't really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios. We've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in a rehab season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever many years ago was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story and a very winnable fight for Manny. So again, over the next month or so, we'll either be able to make these fights or we won't. That is definitely on the target.
Pacquiao's career stands alone in its scope. He remains the only boxer to win titles in 8 different weight classes, spanning a 39-pound range. This highlights his extraordinary ability to adapt and succeed against larger opponents. In contrast, legends like Sugar Ray Robinson achieved greatness primarily within 2 divisions, while betting odds slightly favor Barrios due to his youth and recent activity. Pacquiao's legacy and underdog status fuel intrigue internationally. The fight has taken on symbolic meaning. Pacquiao is still revered in the Philippines, where Celebrations have erupted since news of his return. Meanwhile, Barrios is emerging as a new American star, backed by fans in San Antonio and the broader Latino community. The fight is more than a sporting event. It's a cultural clash with national pride on the line.
He also has a case for greatest fighter, pound for pound, who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument. Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention, put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God, these are two of the best fighters we've ever seen, and they're both in their primes.